add to the stage. What up, guys? This was all in the building right now. Let me see what's going on. Squeezy kids, thank you, baby. Sorry. Had to change my time. Grits and bacon in the building. Lee Turner is in the building. Let me know if you can see me loud and clear. JW's in the building. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button while we are in the building. Welcome. Hold on, what's this say? You said O'Shea on the drums. What up, guys? What up, Omni? How you doing, baby? Grits and bacon. Let's see. Hit that like button. It said, did I hear singing? Can't see you, but you hear me. You can see me now, right? Hold up, let me switch this up real fast. Hold up. Switch up my layout real quick. Oh, that's not the one I want. Let's see here. Where is it at? There we go. Now you can see me. Okay. I'm like, hold up. Something switched over. All right. You see me now? Okay. All right, guys. Let's get right into it. You already know I'm tiny. Hold up. Am I too tiny? I'm tiny like what? Like I'm tiny? Are you saying I'm tiny like you can't see me? We can't see. Okay, that's better. Okay. He was like, hold up now. You a little too tiny now. Hold on. Hold up. We're gonna go ahead and get it cracking.
I have been on the receiving end of enough trauma at the hands of men to last me the next many millennia. Enough trauma to last me many lifetimes. And on days like today, I am filled with the rage of 1,000 suns. The rage that I feel actually cannot be contained, and I feel like I am going to implode. I cannot wrap my mind around the things that men do. The hurt that they inflict on women. The shit that they're able to get away with. I can't wrap my mind around it. I had said this in my close friend story a few weeks ago, and I'm going to say it here. I can feel this hardening of self happening within me, and I don't know that I care to resist it. I know that we live in a world that praises one's ability to remain soft in a world that insists on hardening you. But my God, I feel my heart being hardened. And I don't have the energy nor the will to resist it. I don't. I am tired in my soul. When I think of the things that men have done to me, the things that men have said to me, the trauma that they have inflicted on me, the ways that they have slashed my heart repeatedly, it feels like there are not enough tears to cry. I could cry for a whole year straight and it still wouldn't be enough. I just can't wrap my mind around it. It's like men see you and they see the absolute delight that you are. They see the light that you carry. They see the beauty that you exude. They see the kindness that you wear on your sleeve, and they think to themselves, wait till I get a hold of this. I am going to destroy her. And that's precisely what they do each and every time. I have never, ever been with a man that has done right by me. And I don't want to cry on the internet, but that's where I am. I'm so tired. There's only but so much one can take. And I feel like I'm at my breaking point. The rage that I feel is so potent that I feel like I'm going to implode. I am tired in my soul. I am tired in my soul. And I have nothing left to give. Let's say by some miraculous chance, right, I were to meet my person tomorrow. I am utterly afraid that I would have nothing left to give. I am tired. I am on E. I am empty, unfurnished even. I have nothing left to give. I'm so sick of men, y'all. I hate them with every fiber of my being. I don't even fucking look at men when I'm walking past them on the street. I don't even acknowledge their existence if I don't have to. I'm nauseated by them. I hate them.
Jeez.
And I think what saddens me most is I know that I am not the only woman that feels this way.
Would you live on a planet with all women?
Hold up. Let me go back to this woman real quick. You know what's wild about this? You know, like it's like she's gonna make everybody pay for everybody that did something to her. Like everybody gonna have to pay. And that ain't right. Because all the men didn't just do whatever you said they did, all right? Like you talking about you full of rage. You talking about you can't contain it. You talking about that you refuse any softness. She said because the world say that women should be soft. And she's saying that she's refusing to to be soft at all. But you gotta realize, you know, that you messed up and you picked them men too. She said repeatedly that she went through this. She said she's never met a man that's ever done her right. Ever. Like ever. That's rough. I wonder if some women really don't realize that you're picking them. That's what you pick. That's what you like. That's what you pick. That's what you like. I'm sorry. So I don't understand why they don't see that sometimes, you know? I'm not saying the men was all great that she picked at all, but if you keep picking them, it's like, I mean, I don't know what to say. What do you say to that? What do you say to that? Thank you, Squeegee Kid, for the $1.09 super chat, baby. It says, shout out to the young Florida Evans on the screen. Squeegee Kid. You know, and the thing is, when you hear women talk about this, when they be like, I'm rageful, I'm mad, and if I even look at a man, and I mean, sometimes you might be rageful from other things. It's not just because of a man, you know? He said, why is her face different from the bottom? You know, she got a couple different things of makeup on. You know, I mean, that's what they do sometimes. I don't think that they realize, right? Because you always hear women always talking about how everybody shames the women. I mean, she man bashing right now. She is man bashing right now. And all your fear is going to explode every time you meet somebody. So because you know whatever she feeling, she meet a good man, she not gonna like them. She gonna be afraid. She gonna be hurt. I mean, what is going to be the result of this? Everybody, like every single man that you come on now. After you get in a lot of accidents, after a while, the insurance company gonna be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And I mean, am I wrong? I'm just saying. They're gonna ask. They're gonna be like, "What's going on?" That's right, Mr. Walker. Like, yeah, she's definitely a victim. And this is the thing, right? This is the thing. You know, you want to be independent and strong and a victim. Sometimes those don't go together. They just don't. They don't go together. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Sometimes you gotta start looking at yourself. You got to. Sometimes, like I say, we pick the same people over and over again with different names, and you know it. So,
and I have nothing left to give. Let's say by some miraculous.
And this is so true though. Think about it. This woman had met all these men. None of them ain't being good in her mind. I'm saying from her standpoint of it, right? Nobody's been good to her. So then she meets somebody and say he really does like her. And he does really want to go out with her and deal with her. and she said she has nothing else to give. It's almost like a cup of water being poured out. She didn't pour it into so many different men's cup. Now you ain't got no water left. Like, she not lying on that part. She probably don't have nothing else to give. But she don't realize, as much as she's saying that she hates men, that was her words, not mine. I mean, baby, you gotta start looking at, ladies, you gotta start looking at yourself on this one. I'm telling you, you have to. You have to. If not, this is what you're gonna get. And then let's say you do run into somebody good, you're not gonna be good to them because you're gonna be angry. You're gonna be angry. And that's gonna be a problem. That's all I'm saying.
Chance, right? I were to meet my person tomorrow. I am utterly afraid that I would have nothing left to give. I am tired. I am on E. I am empty, unfurnished even. I have nothing left to give. I'm so sick of men, y'all. I hate them with every fiber of my being. I don't even fucking look at men when I'm walking past them on the street. I don't even acknowledge their existence if I don't have to. I'm nauseated by them. I hate them.
And this will be the same woman make a video next week and be like, why don't I have nobody? How can I meet somebody? You can't dog the men and say that you want to meet them. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. Now, what's gonna happen now? She's just gonna be fed up. She's gonna be alone forever. Like this is crazy. And no, I don't know if she's doing it just for content or what she got going on. But but this is what happens. Acknowledge me. Like, look, she looking for some online validation. She looking for some online validation. She gonna scare any man away once he sees this video.
I think what saddens me most is I know that I am not the only woman that feels this way.
And you might not be the only woman that feels this way. But and think about this. Imagine if this woman is a social worker, or imagine if she's a therapist, or she work in the prisons or something. I hope this woman does not work around men. You heard her say that she. I hope this woman does not have a son. I promise you. I hope she doesn't. This is not good. This is not good. This is why you gotta work on yourself. You gotta work with yourself, baby. Because if you don't, this is what you're gonna do.
Would you live on a planet with all women?
With all women?
Yeah.
Ooh. You wouldn't? That's my dream. Think about how.
I mean,
think of the structure.
Can men come in once a month?
Nah, it's just
a
all
planet
women.
with all women.
We don't get travel pass.
Nah.
Okay. I mean, I really would.
Okay.
I really would. It would be nice.
So never. Not a single man.
Not a single man.
It would be nice. We would have great shopping, great homes, healthcare, all the things.
And we'd be bored.
But happy. It's fine.
So you taking it?
I'm taking it.
I'm
going.
Okay.
I'm going.
Okay. Saw guys on the fence.
I'm going.
I had to convince myself.
I'm going.
A little bit.
I'm going.
Okay, so why do you have to convince yourself a little bit? And the point that she's saying that the structure, what do you mean the structure? Without me, you're not gonna have nothing. You're not gonna have nothing at all, guys. I'm sorry, you're just not. And you heard the one said, she said, well, I mean, can they come once a month? You said, can they just come around sometimes? I mean, it might not be all the time, but can they just come around sometime? Mr. Walker, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, baby. It says you can't be subpar complaining about subpar results. You right about that. You right about that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't do that. That's what they do. But you got to think, though. You got women that's okay in it. Like I always say. I'm going to tell you right now, we did not have men. All the ladies always talking about they don't have no protection, this and that. That's the only thing is protecting us, ladies, is with men. You think women are protecting us? How? How are they protecting us? They're not. So I'm sorry. There's no way that you can live on this earth without men at all. So I don't care. I don't know who lying to y'all, but they need to quit lying to y'all because they lying. They lying. They are lying. And this what I be talking about. Like, it's all funny. And me and you ask the same question, they would never say nothing like that. It wouldn't even be a thought to be like, they want to live with all men. And this is why I say a lot of times men love harder than women. They do. I'm sorry, they do. This is proving it right here. Talking out the side of your neck, talking about that you would rather just be on the earth without no men. No, thank you. I'm sorry. Squidgy Kid said, who is building the homes and shopping malls on Planet Women? Yeah, could you imagine that economy? Like this? No. Absolutely not all day long. Okay. Come on now. That's not how this is gonna work. I was just on was a DD show, and that's all you heard was, talking about we always shaming women getting shamed, getting slammed. Like I said, and I'm gonna stand on this. People don't got no problem with shaming all the men for their height, for how much money they make. I mean, I'm thinking for real, like that's funny to most, not to me. So before we, keep saying that, I mean, come on now, when we gonna have that real conversation? Thank you, Lee, for the super sticker, baby. Appreciate it. Lee Turner in the building. Thank you, baby. Like, I mean, that's not how life goes. It just doesn't. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
The hardest marriages for women to leave are often when they are married to husbands who are good guy presenting. And
They got this thing called good guy presenting. So now the women, if they meet good guys, they're saying, well, he's good guy presenting. You cannot make this up. This is crazy to me. Hold on, let me let her cook real quick.
I want to explain this to you because these husbands, they don't yell, right? They don't cheat. They don't disappear. They show up when they're supposed to. They will help if you tell them exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it every single time, right? They're not necessarily abusive. They're not really chaotic. They're not necessarily scary and having, huge outbursts. They're literally just there. And I think for so many women, this is what makes it so hard to name and so hard to leave, because nothing is technically wrong, right? But nothing is deeply right either. Like, he doesn't proactively make your life easier. He doesn't anticipate your needs. He doesn't carry the mental labor with you. He just sits there waiting for instructions, like a puppy dog waiting for a command, right? And when you're exhausted and you're resentful and you're already drowning, this will make you feel like you're crazy, because you have friends whose husbands are way worse than that. You've seen the horror stories. You've seen the TikToks. You know that worse guys out there exist. And your husband isn't necessarily like that. He's a good guy, right? But good guy presenting isn't the same as being an engaged and invested and a participative partner. Bare minimum behavior wrapped in politeness is still bare minimum. And what makes it so fucking draining is that you can't point to one big thing. It's not like one big thing happened in your marriage. It's literally death by 1,000 paper cuts. It's that you're not considered without asking. You're never relieved from your duties without delegating to him first. You're never being prioritized without being prompted or reminded. And then you start wondering if you're crazy. You start wondering if you're asking for too much, wondering if you're just too hard to please, if you'll never be happy. But you're not asking for too much. You're not too hard to please. You are literally asking for partnership, but you're getting this passive participation and you're being expected to tolerate it because it could always be worse.
Like, there was not enough that any.
Hold on, not tolerate. No, she did not say. She said that you're not having partner participation. This is crazy. And think about it. This is a lady. This is a woman. And you got to remember, in psychology, I mean, it's represented now. It's like 80% now. So this would be one of the women that your wife, your girlfriend, this going to be her therapist. This is going to be her therapist. So you got to think about this, right? Like, the behavior is out of control. You're telling women it's okay to leave a good guy because he's just representing a good guy. She said he's not doing everything. And she was like, what did she say? She said, and they'll tell you, well, compared to the worst situation. She said, and even though it's not the worst situation, she said, nobody else sees what you don't like about him. This is sad. This is sad. And that's why you got so many videos where all the ladies is like, I left a good guy. I left a good guy. Like, this is stupid. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. Dangerous. I don't think people realize how dangerous this is. And this is why a lot of the churches, when they're counseling their members and different things like that, this would be one of them. This would be one of them. This is not good, guys. And you know what's going to happen? They going to believe this. So when they sitting there and they got a good guy, he ain't done nothing wrong. They going to be like, well, maybe he's good guy presenting. Anything to make it right. Until you go out them street, until you go out that door and you're going to get hit by some cars. Like I keep saying. Look at Miss Jackson and Mayweather. She left him. She left him. Went on out. Went and kicked it with somebody she knew. And that man didn't even want her. Now look at her. She back around there sniffing like a cat on the porch looking for milk. Looking for milk. If he was all that bad, why are you back? Why are you back? I'm not saying Mayweather is a great guy at all. But if he's that bad, why, why'd you come back? Because you're probably going to be, because you're being a user. This is sad. This is bad advice. This is bad advice. But this is what we do.
Not considered without asking. You're never relieved from your duties without delegating to him first. You're never being prioritized without being prompted or reminded. And then you start wondering if you're crazy. You start wondering if you're asking for too much, wondering if you're just too hard to please, if you'll never be happy. But you're not asking for too much.
And a lot of women are hard to please. And you can ask for too much on both sides. So I'm sorry.
You're not too hard to please. You are literally asking for partnership, but you're getting this passive participation and you're being expected to tolerate it because it could always
Not
be worse.
tolerate.
Like, there was not enough that anybody can
So this woman says, this was interesting. I had to go down her page. She said, I left an 8-year marriage. Right? So this woman left her marriage. Probably talked to a therapist like that lady that just went off the screen.
tell me at any point. Like, I knew that I deserved better, but it's like I just felt like I needed to make it work. I needed to make it work. Why? I felt like embarrassed. I felt ashamed. I felt like I don't want to be a single mom. Like, how embarrassing. Like, I waited until I was 30 years old and married to start having kids. Like, I thought I did things in the right order. How embarrassing. Like, this can't fail. No, the embarrassing thing would have been to continue to stay with the man who couldn't love me properly. Like, nobody needs to be in a struggle love. Like, I don't, like, ride or die my ass. Like, goodbye. Like, it doesn't need to be that. It doesn't need to be that. Like,
and this woman got married. She's talking about ride or die my. She said struggle love. I don't know nothing about that.
you deserve to be loved properly from day one. You know what I mean? When I first left, when I first kicked him out, I still had a little bit of hope. Like, even though I knew that was not the life that I wanted, I'm like, maybe.
So she married this man. So however he was, she knew how he was. She kicked this man out. She said struggle love. She said not for me. She said she deserves to have more.
Maybe if he just gives his life to God and gets a sponsor and goes to therapy and all this stuff. But I'm like, that's not my journey. That is not my journey. That's going to be his journey, and he's going to have to do it for himself. And yeah, like, it's crazy because although I come on here and I vent a lot of things, I don't hate the guy. I just, like, I kind of feel a little bit pity for him. Like, a little bit of pity, but I don't hate him. I don't hate him. He's still the father to my children. He's a very broken person. That doesn't make any of his behavior okay. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying anything. But I just see him. He's a broken person. But he's not my broken person. Like, that's not my journey anymore. But yeah, I don't know.
Look how easy it is, though. She's like, that's not my journey no more. As if she's getting on a bus and getting a transfer. And getting on another bus.
If you're going through something like this, like, I hope, because I'm still in the midst of it, you know what I mean? But I can tell you I'm way, way happier and in a better place than I was when I was in that marriage.
Okay, so this is her page, right? You know, I had to go over there and do a little bit of investigating. I'm about to prove my point real quick. I'm about to prove my point real fast. Now watch this. Okay. As you see, she says, imagine the loser you have to be for your girl to leave with the kids and start over from scratch. Now, you heard her say that she kicked her husband out of the house, right? Which one is it? And that's what I be talking about right here. Like, you can't have it both ways. You done had 3 kids with this man, and you talking about you just woke up. I guarantee she probably got a better job or something. She probably got an extra $5 an hour. And your kids are going to see this. Your kids are going to see this. That's not going to be good. So then look at this. Now, she just made the post about pretty much calling him a deadbeat.
We're going to do a thrift haul.
This is her new fiance.
Reaction, because today I went to the thrift store. I told my fiance that I was going to the thrift store to go buy a couple of things, not for myself, but I ended up buying a lot of stuff for myself.
Look at him. Look, he looks stressed.
So we're going to get his reaction to this.
Look how stressed this man look. Now, I want y'all to understand something. This woman just came on here and said that she left her husband. She said she kicked him out. She said she knew she didn't want to struggle. She said she hoped that he would, stop drinking alcohol, whatever the case may be. He was drinking alcohol when you met him, ma'am. And this is what I say, ladies like will leave for the same things they agreed to. She didn't say he was abusive. She said he was alcoholic. He probably was drinking when they was kicking it. She was kicking. I'm telling you, they will leave you for however you were. Look at this. He's frustrated. He is absolutely frustrated with her. And my point is, if you're so happy, why are you making a post like this? Why are you calling your ex-husband a loser that you kicked out? And I'm gonna say this, and I mean this with everything I love. Women will kick out their man. Kick them out the house. Tell them they gotta leave. Isolate this man from his kids, the only house he knows, and then be like, he's a deadbeat. And they also will regulate when you can see your kids. And now the kids, they all out of order. They only got her to listen to, which a lot of kids don't. A lot of kids, they don't. I'm sorry. They don't listen to mom. That's why you always got the mom to be like, I'm going to call your dad. I'm just saying. Look at this. Like, this is what they do. Then they be sitting there talking about some, and then they do the whole little badge of honor. Like, I do this and do that as a mom. You made it like that. You took that man out the household. What part of that? She don't understand. I'm just saying. Thank you, Grits and Bacon. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you for the $10 super chat. It says 3 gremlins hard to pass. And think about it. And she didn't pick somebody up, but that man looks stressed. That man looks stressed. Look at that man. Hold up. What that screenshot out of that man? He looking all stressed. He looked like she is driving him crazy about a wedding. Guarantee she is. Look at her. You done took 3 kids out that man's household. As if he just walked out on you with to go get some milk and cigarettes. That ain't what happened. That is not what happened. I'm so tired of the narrative being pushed like this. And then the woman be like, I'm a single mama. I'm doing it. You made it like that. Look at that. That man is sad. that man, that's a sad man right there. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He's not in a good mood. She gonna drive him off. Watch. She gonna run that man right off. And you know what's gonna be the result? Another man out of them kids' life. 3 young little kids. Put them all in the car and said, let's go. Talking about you ain't with that struggle love. I'm gonna tell you now, if she left her husband with 3 kids and she ain't got no kids with this man, how fast you think she gonna get her car and leave then? Now, she gonna be out without no hesitation. Like that's not good. That is not good. And this is why I say men love a little harder. I don't see men just leaving like that. I just don't. You gotta do a lot to a man if I'm just gonna leave you. You do. I promise you do. They're just not bouncing out like that. And the result is no man, father ain't in the home. He get to come over and be sometimes dad, probably still regulated. He won't be able to father for real with a woman like that. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I hate for people to think they've gotten full access to me just because they've had sex with me. The entirety of my being does not dwell in my vagina. You haven't had access to the entire coding of CJ just because you think. That's like the smallest part of myself. You know what I'm saying? That's a big part of my physical self. You've had access to my physical self, but the rest of me, you don't even know what the fuck I look like. That was an easy thing. Niggas be easy as hell. You don't have to do anything at all for a man to be like, you know what, I want to have sex with you. All you have to do is be gorgeous. And you rarely even have to do that. So why would I be showing you the entirety of myself just to have sex with you? That's likely not what happened. We had a good time. We hung the fuck out. We went on a couple dates, whatever. And then I decided I wanted to be intimate with you. That don't mean that you know me or that you had access to me.
What do you mean? Baby, that's the biggest access you can give somebody. Why are they not what is wrong with folks? What is wrong with folks? Thank you, NY, for the $2 super chat, baby. Yeah, he's holding his head. He was that's good. That told it all. This is so backwards. You give a man your access to your womb to where you can mess around and you get pregnant by a stranger. A stranger. And you got the nerve to make a TikTok about it and be proud. Like this is crazy to me. And then who is this? It's the same lady. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a crazy. That looks like Mad Max. That looks like Mad Max. Ooh, that wig, that is wild. That is crazy to me. No, I don't think she's pregnant. I just think, the girls don't be having good posture. No, they don't sit up straight. A lot of times they don't stand up straight. So this is what you get. She's a small girl. But you see what I'm saying? She is proud that she gave her womb up. And then got the nerve to say, but I don't, but you don't know me though. Me giving you my wound is just a little bit of, but see, this is the society though. That's why I say the culture's cooked. The culture is cooked. The culture is cooked. For you to say, you ain't got nothing on me, I just gave you my, baby, that's one of the most important things on you. And all you hear is other women say, we don't need to shame women. Nobody can tell me one good thing about this outfit. What would be good about a woman coming out in this outfit like this? Who would want their daughter walking out like this? This looks crazy. It's like that movie that Bruce Willis is in. I don't even remember what it was called. Was it Total Recall? This is sad. And she proud. Yeah, you can't even sit down in that dress. Come on now. You wild. She got the septum ring in her nose. This is what you get. And then you get mad once they don't call you back. Because I don't care a lot of women say. They be like, I can go out there and I can drop it low and you ain't gonna have no feelings. You gonna have some feelings. I don't care what none of y'all say. Women gonna have some feelings, and this is why y'all make these videos. This is exactly why you make, because you're mad. You didn't put all that effort into that outfit. I mean, that's her effort. And it didn't work. It didn't work. And this is why I say it doesn't matter you're getting some male attention. Look at this. Then she had to make a video talking about she tired of seeing men all in glittery outfits and tight jeans with that hairy underarm. Where is the where the class at? Where's the class at? Where my ladies at? To tell this woman this is not where it's at. Ain't nothing classy about this at all. And this is who we got to wake up with. And this is what I be talking about. This is what I be talking about right here. Like this. Come on now. I mean, I don't see men's underarms looking like this. And if that look like that on top, I hate to see the carpet. I hate to see the carpet. And yes, a lot of men will go for that. They're not staying. They're not staying. Culture's cooked. What do you do about this? We got to stop celebrating it. We got to stop celebrating it. Women going out doing whatever, the slut walk and all that stuff. This is what that turned into right here. Now we got the musty movement going on. This shows you right here. That's not cute. Look like she got Dr. Umar in a headlock.
I know some of y'all think I was being dramatic yesterday, but I wasn't.
Another lady leaving her husband and proud of it. And proud of it.
I wasn't. I made the decision to leaving my husband. I'm supposed to move into my new place Friday. It's like you have to set up shit in life and urge that. My husband doesn't want to touch me. My husband doesn't want to be physically intimate with me. My husband just doesn't want to be my husband. So yeah, I decided that I was gonna leave. And I was proud that I made that decision and I took all the necessary steps, but it's like, fuck me. Because now it's like, maybe you should have just stayed to get your shit together a little bit longer. But then it's like, that's not fair because I wouldn't want someone to use me.
A lot of ladies, y'all be leaving out the house in a whole blizzard. It'd be a whole blizzard outside. You will take that stroller and get up out of there. You know this her page, right? I'll tell you one thing I noticed, okay? Now, this is probably when she first met him. She probably was, putting on little sexy clothes. She might have been a little smaller, She being a bunny rabbit, Hey, she put it online. She put it online. It's a reason why I'm showing this. This her when she was like dressing up. This probably how I met her. It's probably how I met her. Right? Freeze that just for 1 second. This is how this man met this woman, right? That she's saying that he's not attracted to her no more. She like, what I'm supposed to do? She's like, he don't want me. Like, if you don't like the way you look, why would he? And I'm gonna prove my point in a minute. And a lot of women do this. This is what y'all do. Look at this. Them outfits was egregious. So you want from dressing sexy to showing up like you got on some black Air Force Ones? This is what he got to come home to? And I'm not saying the other pictures was any nicer, but that's probably what attracted him. That's probably what attracted that man. And where's the lie at? And you got women that be like, he don't want to touch me no more. He don't want to do nothing with me no more. You look like him. He don't want to see a mirror. He don't want to see a mirror. How you go from that to that? I'm just saying, you was just there. You was just wearing that outfit. That's how you met him. That's how you met him. This is how you was probably rolling with him. I wouldn't wear that outfit anywhere. You already know what time. So you went from that to that? Men, this happens all the time. You get with her. She stopped doing her hair. She don't want to put no clothes on. Always in a bad mood. And then you wonder why he don't want to touch you. Why would he? And still, he didn't leave her. She left him. Like, she looked like she probably maybe gained a little bit more weight. And women don't realize, right? Nobody's asking you to be perfect. But if you don't like the way you are shaped, or you don't like the way you look, why would anybody else? I'm just saying. Then you got to go back out here on the market, and you got to show your body to somebody new. See, and this picture right here was her earlier pictures, probably when she met him. You can't just flip flop like that on the guy. You can, and watch what happens.
One of the things about losing weight as a Black woman is the fact that people will look at you dead in your eye and criticize you for losing weight and being on your weight loss journey, especially if you are more of a thicker Black woman. I post my transformation a lot online to inspire women, and the comments that I get from people that are like, why did you change yourself? Oh my God, you look so good. The thing is, I was 200 pounds at 5'6". I was obese. Like, that was not healthy for me. But the fact that I was bottom heavy and I had a smaller top, physicality gets prioritized over general health and wellness in the Black community. And it's incredibly frustrating because you have a lot of women that are in the sunken place that swear just because you have a big butt, that supersedes health, right? For example, whenever I was that size, like, I was literally a hamburger away from my stomach pudging over and me not being able to wear crop tops and having to tuck my stomach in my leggings. Like, that wasn't comfortable. And the fact that obesity, specifically with Black American women, is so rampant because of this idealistic, sexualized, version that people have of Black women, with having to have these extremely enormous butts, is so frustrating. So, yeah.
What's going on?
No, that's not her. But she was saying that in the Black community, she was saying that women are kind of like going off on her about her losing weight. They're telling her like she lost too much weight. They're asking her why did you have to lose weight? You looked fine. But she literally said she was unhealthy. But you see, that's what I be talking about right here. Y'all will criticize a woman for losing weight, but y'all don't mind if she gained over 50, 60 pounds. It is never, if your friend's ankles is swollen, you're not gonna ask nothing about that. But if they lose weight, you're gonna be like, ooh, girl, don't lose them weight. But you don't care about them swollen ankles. That is terrible behavior. Who wants to be around somebody like that? Why are we like this? Why are we like this? And I know that's true. They do it to me. I got all Black. Go around my family, go around other women, and they go, ooh, you so small, don't you lose them weight? If I was 100 pounds heavier than what I am, would y'all tell me I was too big, don't gain no more? Culture's cooked. Why are we cheering on bad health? Like, this is weird to me. And what do they all say when people lose weight? They be like, her head is big. Well, so was her ankles and her wrists when she was bigger. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just saying. Make it make sense. Yeah, they definitely, a lot of times it be jealousy. It be jealousy. You mad because she all oiled up over there looking like a little Ebony Dean. She looked like she in shape and everything. You can see a collarbone. I'm just saying, like, come on, man. This is not where it's at. This is not where it's at.
That people have of Black women with having to have these extremely enormous butts is so frustrating. So yeah.
What's going on?
And then she lose weight, that they're gonna be like, you ain't got no butt no more. I don't want to have a big butt and diabetes and high blood pressure. No, thank you.
What's going on is,
Y'all seen this? The Amy lady. You know, the one that was skiing in the front seat the other day? Dwight Howard's wife.
my husband,
Okay.
whenever he gets upset, he locks me out the gate.
Okay.
Last night he lost custody of his daughter, not my daughter. Him and the daughter's mom, his baby's mom, have been in a 2-year ugly custody battle. The mom lives in Florida. He won custody, but she just won her back. So you guys were here last night. He took the daughter and everything. He was in an upset stupor, going ballistic. I did not feel comfortable. He left out. I left out. When I came back, this is his 3rd time doing it. The last time you guys came was like a year ago. And they told him to his face, they said, "This is Miss Howard. I've been here, living here. My address is on this driver's license." They said, "By law, Mr. Howard, you cannot do that." Yeah, I do have it in the house. They said, "If you do that, don't you know, I could have ran through the thing by law, but I don't want to do that because
Where's your car at?
I Uber here. Okay. My car is right here because last night it's a pink i8 sitting over there. That's my car.
The what?
My car's inside of here.
Okay.
But how crazy and erratic he acts when you not you guys, but when CBS took his child, he was taking all out on me, and I'm like, I get you mad. Why didn't you say nothing to them and tell them that she was lying? I'm like, I ain't gonna say that because she ain't lying. I can't incriminate myself, so I walked away. As soon as they left, he came in the room and said, "Why didn't you say anything?" I said, "Babe, I'm starting to get scared with all of this. I've been with you for only 15 months. Your daughter's 15. I can't lie to the police." And he said, "Fine then. Fine, I'm gonna show you." He took my stepson and him. He left out. Make a long story short, when he didn't return, a black guy pulled up in the house in a black truck, parked right where that white car is that's doing our pressure washing, got out the car, and he's just sitting on the car. So I'm looking, I'm like, I never seen you do a day in my life. I called my mom. I'm like, "Mom, this dude just sitting out here for 30 minutes. She said, "Get in an Uber and come to my house." I got an Uber, came to her house.
You can cancel the
I came
3rd
back,
minute.
he changed the gate on me again.
Your wife wants to get in the house.
So you showing up at the gate. I mean, you're looking like you're distraught. You looking like you want something. This is this woman's husband. This is not where, like, this is crazy. I mean, she looking through them gates like she a tourist. She looking like, this is crazy to me right now.
She can't because you locked her out.
That's not true, though.
Okay.
I got 2 witnesses here, and I'll let
Is there any way she can get in? Yeah.
That's a simple question.
No, go ahead.
Right.
And by the way,
Hold
I
on.
will subpoena you if you lie and record you. So lie if you want to.
Look at her. She like, I will subpoena you, so lie. Like, you being all aggressive in front of the cops.
Hold on.
That type of person.
So tell me.
Look at her stance. Look at her demeanor. She's standing there like she on a yard in prison. Look at her. She look like she in a prison yard. That's a prison yard stance right there. That's not going to help you. You're a woman. Why don't you use some of that femininity? Pull it out some kind of way. It ain't there right now.
I got off the TV show I was on for 4 years because he said he didn't want me doing the show, but now it's like he just fully financially, he took over my car note, he took over everything. I got rid of my business phones. I'm on his phone plan, so both phones I have on me are on his. My insurance is on his, and I was thinking the whole time that the benefit is like, okay, I have a husband who wants to be a provider,
Right.
so I was willing to do it. My mom's husband provides for her in the same way. And he just works a regular job. But then at the year later, it's like, dang, but if you get mad, he could cut my phone off. When he does that, he'll mute the phone. He can't take my insurance off, but he has literally backed my car up in the garage and I don't have clickers to it. So then he like, go catch your Uber. I'll catch an Uber because if I keep going back and forth, he's the breadwinner.
Do you have your own credit cards?
Yeah, I have my own credit card.
Okay, well that's good.
But all the money come from him.
So you're not flashy. Good.
The cop being funny. He like, you got your own credit cards? Baby, you signed up. You signed up for marriage with this man. He agreed to pay your bills, and you gave it all to him. You gave it to him. I mean, I want people to realize that, like, you made that decision. And look at her. What she say? She said, "Well, I didn't know if I wanted to do that or not because he can just take it back at any time. Anything can be. You can get a job, and you get fired the next day." Yeah, the cop is definitely clowning her. Like he is clowning her big time.
To it. So then he like, go catch your Uber. I'll catch an Uber because if I keep going back and forth,
Do you have
he's
your
the
own
breadwinner.
Do you have your own credit cards?
Yeah, I have my own credit cards.
Okay, well that's good.
But all the money come from him.
So you're not flashy. Good. So hopefully you have a little bit of your money squirreled away somewhere for the rainy day. I don't know if you do or don't. I would hope you do.
I don't yet.
Huh?
I don't. As a matter of fact, we just scored our first TV show. We were supposed to get $1 million apiece. We were supposed to be in LA tomorrow. Per my husband's fashion, he called them. No, he emailed them and canceled the show. I didn't even know that. The agent called me and said,
"Oh, y'all weren't gonna have a show anyway. What? I mean, you weren't gonna have a show anyway. Y'all getting a divorce." But you see what? Like, she was still ready to go with it though. She was still ready to go. Now you know, and this says it again. You married this man. He was reportedly zesty. He was dating women that look like Mrs. Doubtfire. It's not me saying it. You actually seen the men. They was coming out. He was touching booty holes on the court. This man was always, you got to think, she's messed with this man for over 16 years. So she didn't just go meet him at the Cracker Jack Palace or anything. So however he was, if he was skiing every weekend, he was skiing every day. He was doing that when you was dating him. Does it make it right? It doesn't make it right. But I want you to understand, you was okay with that behavior though. You didn't have a problem with it. Until you did. Until you did. And now look what's going on now. Now you mad. He's cutting you off. They ain't been married enough for her probably to get nothing. I don't know if they got married in California or what. And it's getting messier and messier. And the way that she was standing there and how aggressive she is, and when she was in the car with all that snow, this is a problem. This is a problem. Look, that's right. Look, she wanted a soft life, but you know, hey, now you're getting all these hard consequences. I'm not saying that man is a good man at all, but I'm saying he was who he was. I mean, I don't think people realize women would leave you. You could have the same job, and they would leave you and be like, well, he just didn't evolve. He didn't evolve. Come on now. When is it ever gonna be on you, baby? And I mean that. If he a snowman, most likely you're a snow woman. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And a cop out there clowning you, he out there straight clowning you. Like he's not sincere. I'm just saying. And you know the neighbors are sitting there looking like, look at those YNs over there. And what do you expect? You came on TV. I mean, you came on the social media. You're supposed to came out with his white stuff. Yeah, he's not gonna let you back in. That was his house before you got married. I'm just saying. You moved in the man's house. He paid every single bill you had. You just heard her. He paid every single one, even down to your phone bill. You agreed to that. There wasn't no hostage negotiations going on. See, this what happens though, you know. Now you went out because now everything is hitting the fan. But this is what she gonna do. And she looking for sympathy from the cop. He ain't going. He has no sympathy for this woman at all. Zero. Maybe, she probably was looking for a ponytail patrol. Like, yeah, maybe ponytail patrol might have had a little sympathy for you. Like, this is crazy. Just saying, where does this end at? I think anything in life you take a chance with. So when I hear women go, well, I don't anything can end. You eat food and you got food poisoning. Still eat your food. I'm just saying. So all I'm saying is, you ain't lying about that. Social media, and think about it. Women will look at this and they'll go, that's why I don't want to get this. That's why I'm scared to get married. But they're not looking at the whole situation. That man came to you as he was. I wouldn't have wanted to marry him. I'm just saying. Yeah, she was on Love and Hip Hop. I just found that out. She's on. She sure was. She was on Love and Hip Hop. She loved that life. She like going to them parties. She like going on red carpets. I mean, it has consequences. Y'all live in Atlanta. I'm pretty sure they was talking. I'm pretty sure he didn't have to sneak. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He did not have to sneak. Not one bit. And now you mad. You said yes. But just like them other ladies that I just reviewed, what they say, they said, I wasn't down for the struggle. And this is when you know if somebody really with you or not, because everybody will sit around you when it is great, when y'all having fun, you flying high. But it ain't the ones that sit with you in the light, it's the ones that sit with you in the dark. And she ain't sitting there. She is out. I'm just saying. How many women y'all know that's gonna take all of the men's bills and pay them all? I'll wait. I'm just saying. And now you're mad. Come on now. You can't even make this stuff up. You wanted a man making all that money. What do the ladies say? They be like, I want a man that's 6-something and he turns heads when he walk into the room and he just gives me that spark. Well, I'm pretty sure that man gave her thunder and lightning. And I'm pretty sure he turned heads when he walked in that room. So, hey, this is the life right here. You wanted the Birkin. You wanted that life. It comes with things. Just like anything else. Your job come with different things. This is crazy.
Tell my story, how I was.
So somebody came out on Bootsy. Somebody came out on Bootsy and said that he did something to her. Now, I ain't never seen this woman. I believe in evidence and facts, But society don't believe in that, and they don't care about that. They do not. Nope, it is not. Somebody said, is that Remy? Nah. This is, I don't know what's going on. But this look a little suspect. Look a little suspect. We have to stop just assuming things just happen. We got to start looking into the evidence first before everybody just jump down this man's throat. But the sad thing is, they already gonna convict them on the internet. They already gonna try to convict this man on the internet. I'm just saying. Let's hear what she got to say.
I'm ready to tell my story, how I was sodomized and raped by the rapper that goes by the name of Boosie. This took place when I was 5 years old. He dated my mother back around the 2000s. And he was a very violent person, what I can remember. He was very nice to me in the beginning. And it went about him coming around a few times after the fact. And he started to act like a different person. One night, my mother was asleep and he came in and he started to abused me then around that time.
They got this lying ass bitch and gave me fake accusations, saying I raped her when she was 5 years old, and gave me the worst accusation a man could have in the world, bro. You know. So I'm suing this bitch for defamation of character. I just left the lawyer's office. I need her real name. I got $1,000 to anybody who got her real name. I need her brother's real name, her cousin's real name, her mama real name, her grandpa real name. I'm gonna take everything from this bitch. If you know her kids' names, the schools they go to, I won't post them. I'm finna show this bitch that I'm not to be fucked with. You know. I mean, this some crazy shit, you know. Somebody probably paid it.
And I'm gonna tell you this, right? For people to start picking sides and different things like that. I mean, if it never happened, okay? It ain't been no evidence. We don't even know if he knows her or not. We don't even know if he knows her or not. But this is going to be the public opinion, right? Let's say he didn't do it. Yeah, you're gonna be mad too. You're gonna be mad too if you didn't do this. If you don't know this woman, we don't know if he knows her or not yet. We don't know if it actually happened. We don't know what the evidence is. We don't know if he even know her mama. So until then, somebody said he paid for somebody to have sex with his 14-year-old son. I don't know anything about that. But this is not that situation. You know what I mean? Like, so if he did, that's not good either, right? But that has nothing to do with this situation. It doesn't. It has nothing to do with this situation. You can steal a shirt from Sears and you in the same mall as Macy's and the shirt come up missing in Macy's. Does that mean that you took the shirt? Nope, it doesn't mean that. You gotta have evidence, guys. We gotta just stop just going off of social media all the time. That's all I'm saying. It's been so many women that have came out time and time again. I'm just saying. Until we know, we don't know. Oh, I gotta hear what she said one more time.
Ready to tell my story, how I was sodomized and raped by.
She said sodomized. What in the? What are they?
A rapper that goes by the name of Boosie. This took place when I was 5 years old. He dated my mother back around the 2000s,
and we don't know if that happened or not. That's all I'm saying. You know, and the thing is, right? A lot of people will use their own trauma, right? So if they, a lot of people have been, essayed and different things like that. So they're kind of gonna go off of that, right? Like, but if this man didn't do it, and I can't just believe every single time a person comes out and say something. I can't. If somebody accused my father of something, and just because somebody said it, come on now. We can't, like, no. We don't know. We don't know if the mom dated him yet. From the way he talking, he sound like he don't know her, right? Is his word against hers? Is her word against his? You know what? I will say this though. There needs to be a law to when a woman does lie about something about this. Now, if he did it, yeah, he in trouble. But if he didn't do it, there need to be some consequences for women who do lie. And there are a lot of women who do lie. A lot of women tell the truth too. But there's no consequences. I don't like that. I don't like that. I have a lot of men in my family I don't know. She got some. I don't know what she got. Somebody spelling the wrong words in front of her. I don't know if somebody's holding up cue cards. Like it's sad. Yeah. Now is Boosie off the chain? Yes, he is. But just because he's off the chain, I mean, I haven't heard of any other stories that he actually assaulted somebody. Right? Does he cuss? Yes. Does he go off? Is he very opinionated? Yes, he is. But that does not mean that he did this. You got to separate the two. That's all I'm saying. But I honestly really do think there got to be a law put in place. Because right now, I mean, do we really got to go through all the public figures that lost their money and nothing even happened? And like I said before, if he did it, yes, of course, consequences. But we always got to think about some, if he didn't. Why does that not cross some people's mind? I'm just saying. If this man got brand deals or any of that type of stuff, let's say he got something going on with Nike or anything, like they will cancel his contract today because something like this. Meanwhile, Sha'Carri Richardson still got a lot of her contracts, and she was Mayweather and her boyfriend in the airport. I'm just saying. Like everybody talking about fairness. Where's the fairness in that? Her boyfriend looks like he's abused. Men get abused too. Men get abused too. But nobody talks about it because it's like it doesn't happen. It happens. You know how many women put their hands on men? I'm just saying. I will say this though. If they find out this woman's lying, I hope he be the first one to really put her on the wall. This can happen to anybody. You got some money or anything like that, this can happen to you. That's all I'm saying. This is why, and this woman is saying that when she was 5. So I'm thinking she looks about, I don't know, she got that little Snapchat filter on there. She looks like she could be like 25 years old, maybe 25, 24. Yeah, and the thing is, right? And the thing is, we're not going off if you like them or not, right? That has nothing to do with it. Has nothing to do with it. But that's the thing. They'll go ahead and convict you online, especially when you're a man. And this is why I say when a lot of women be like, well, we want fairness. No, you don't. You don't. Because as much as we, like, and I'm going to keep saying this, as much as we talked about these priests, don't nobody ever talk about them none. Ever. And there's all kind of stories about them nuns, okay? But like I said, a lot of women are untouchables. That's why I call them untouchables. And anybody can be put in this situation. Is it social media is the judge, jury, and the executioner? It is. It definitely is. It definitely is. Where's the lie at? And I want women to think about this, right? Regardless of your trauma or anything, you got sons, you got brothers. Would you want somebody to convict your brother, your son, just off social media? No, you would want some, like, come on now. Let's get some evidence and see what's going on. Nobody cares if you like him or not. Just like Diddy. He wasn't on trial for being freaky. He wasn't on trial for the fight that when he was beating up Cassie. That wasn't what he was on trial for. Is he a freaky man? Is he nasty? Yes. Is he mean? Most likely. But that ain't what he was on trial for. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. And I think this is where we get separated at, right? This man, I'm gonna tell you, and I don't know, how would you prove this? How would you prove that you don't even know this woman? If she's saying she was 5, like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, how? Technology wasn't that great back then. But what I'm saying to a lot of women, you don't realize this destroys a lot of men, even with no evidence. I can go into a college tomorrow, have a college professor, get mad at this professor, and say he did something. And I can get that man fired, even if he didn't. That's not, I'm telling you. Like I keep telling the ladies, now, and this has nothing to do, I'm not talking about this man's character. Somebody can have a terrible character. It don't mean they did a certain thing. And that's people didn't understand with the Diddy case. He wasn't on trial for his character. He was on trial for other things. This is crazy. I guess we're gonna wait to see what goes on. But I'm telling you now, you can't always just keep convicting our brothers and our sons without no evidence. Social media is the judge, jury, and everything. This is crazy. Now, if he did it, yeah, he needs to he needs to go wherever he can go to hell jail. But until then, we do not know. We don't know. And if we locked everybody up from their character, yeah, a lot of people gonna be in jail. A lot of people gonna be in jail. I'm just saying. She says what's crazy is obviously she and her family did not file a lawsuit because he doesn't know her name. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, somebody gonna know this young lady. They're gonna, he said he gonna give somebody $1,000. And with celebrities, I mean, if he did know her mama, you know what I mean? You got groupies and stuff waiting. Who knows? A lot of folks be having sex and one night stands and they don't even know their name. So we would never know. It says, Divine Photo says, this is why Trump went into office, because men are tired of modern women trying to lie on them. I tell you what, there are a lot of cases of people that came out and it was not true. So this is what I'm saying. Where is the consequences for those women? I'm just saying. Like, come on, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. If you like what I'm saying and you like this show, please subscribe. Hit that like button while you're at it. Somebody said he got too many kids to have this allegation. That never matters, but I'll tell you what, it does look a little sus. And I've got it, I can't believe you just because you got ovaries. I can't. I cannot let Anna handle the messy news. And I'm not a gossip person, not one bit, right? This story right here goes back into the culture. I'm just saying. This is, hey, all I'm saying is Let's look at the evidence. That's all I'm saying. People been took down for less. Emmett Till. I'm just saying. Where's the lie? All right, guys, hit that like button. This is why people don't put themselves in different positions. This is why Ice Cube go home after every concert. He don't go nowhere. He don't want nobody putting nothing on him, okay? He don't even want the allegation. Hold up. Hold up. Thank you, babe. There's nothing to account for until you have evidence. You gotta have evidence. You can't just account for somebody's personality. He could be a terrible person, but if he doesn't know her, he doesn't know her. We don't know if he knows her yet. Like both streams, guys, pretty please. Thank you. Look, baby, I'm always gonna look at. I'm gonna be on the logic side always, until it shows me something. Hit that like button, folks. Until next time, I appreciate y'all rocking with me.